Close as the proverbial bee. Now it goes to Stefanovic. Big cutout pass. Oh, an intercept. He's away, Big Tommy. Can he offload? He does. Up over the 30. There he goes. Shut the gate. Shut it. Oh, he won't catch him. Foot race. Ready to go. Put it down. Oh, sensational. This is South Sydney. Jacob Gagai.
And this is South Sydney, and thank you to Albie Tallarico there. That was one of the highlights of 2023 New South Wales Cup. Big win there at Coogee Oval, live and free on Bunnies TV. G'day, it's Mavo here, former Rabbitoh Steve Maven, and I am back after we had a few dramas in the studio on Christmas Eve. Many of you would have saw the video. It was flooded, and we are still getting some stuff sorted there, but no dramas. Just a few cords, a bit of carpet, and no worries at all. It's getting sorted out. But I'm coming to you on StreamYard again, our new platform, and on multiple platforms. So that's what StreamYard does. It goes out on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, also Twitch. It can go on Instagram, but we've got to sort that out. But anyway, I just thought I'd jump on and say I am back. And I'm just doing the show via the laptop now on Bunnies TV without the headset. We need to get a few cords sorted, like the Rode cord. That's why we're not using the Rodecaster. We're not using the camcorder because we're still sorting out a few issues. You can live chat, and I will show your comment on the screen. Let me just show you. So that's the studio. It's got a dehumidifier, I think it's called, in there, and the carpet's come up. We're in the temporary studio here now, but can still go live and free on Bunnies TV. Live with StreamYard. There it is, up the top. And I'm joined by Cam and Trell Mitt from the studio. And I can post the comments. So if you post your comment, hi, Bunnies TV viewers. Post that in the comments. There it is. And I can put it up on the screen like that. So the magic of StreamYard. So it's exciting that we've got this new platform going, and I've been joined by Scotty Mawson. Hello, mate. Mawson, how you going? Merry Christmas to you too. So thanks for jumping on and having a look. And like I said, so everything got a bit wet on Christmas Eve, but doesn't matter. It's all been sorted, and I had a good Christmas day. Hope you did too, more so, and everyone else watching now. We are not in a sound studio like we are, so this is a hard surface, and it's a bit echoey. We're on the laptop, but the beauty of StreamYard is you can do it anywhere, on your phone, on your laptop, but, you know, this is an upgrade on the live shows I've been doing before, and I'm looking forward to the new year. Now, we just need to get some stuff sorted, like I said. And we'll get back to where we were before, in the studio, on location. So, you know, getting out there, out and about, you know, flying the drone. So here's a photo of the juniors Kingsford that I took earlier this year. Proud supporters of us here on Bunnies TV. It's a unique building, the juniors Kingsford. That goes to the point there on the left and it narrows right up, but, you know, plenty of restaurants and entertainment in there. Henry's in the Henry Morris Bar, the former Henry Morris Bar. You can get up there and have great pizza and cocktails and live bands on a Friday. So Bunnies TV, proudly supported by the Juniors, a group of clubs. So, yeah, I just wanted to jump on. Now we're joined by Rabbit, and he says, have a happy new year, mate. Same to you, mate. Thanks for jumping on the live the other day. So I thought the Christmas Eve live was quite a good show. A lot of you would have watched it, and 2024 players to watch. There is quite a few. And yeah, so there's a lot that I didn't mention. It's going to be an interesting year of footy. And what I love about StreamYard is that people can come from different platforms. Now, Rabbit has commented from YouTube. Now, you can see the little YouTube icon next to him. Now, big fan of the show, Richie Nassif, is on Facebook. And there he is with their missus. And he said, all the best, bro. So you can comment on Twitch. You can comment on X, Twitter, whatever it's called. So, and all the comments come through and can be seen on the screen here. So Richie, he's always at training. If you're at training, say hello to Rich. He takes a lot of photos for the different Facebook groups, and he keeps a lot of the fans in the loop about what's happening at this mighty club. He loves the club, and he's a former Rabbitoh himself, Rich. So, yep, he's loves the mighty South Sydney Rabbitohs, as we all do here at the club. So, yeah, and you would have saw that try from Jacob Gagai, one of my favourites. Thanks to Albie and everyone who's helped me out. But, yeah, so as I was doing before, selected clips like that. And so the show will continue here. And yes, I'm having a bit of a break, but we've still got to keep things ticking over. And as you would have seen, I am still putting up a fair bit of content via the Insta. So the Instagram's going quite well. Everyone who's following me on Instagram, love your work. Thank you very much. There's people watching the Instagram every minute of the day, commenting, interacting. And I'm trying to pump that page up, as you know, because yes, we've got plenty of subscribers on YouTube and heaps of people on Facebook, but the Instagram's new. So I'm trying to get that going. And that's why you'll see a lot of content going on there, a lot of Instagram reels. And some of the content on there is just sort of recycled stuff from during the year, but I'm giving it a new bit of life, making it with a little twist, adding some stuff in there. So, yeah, and we've got some more comments coming through. It's Sir Boys. There he is. He says, yo. Hello, Oscar. That's young Oscar, who is producing some edits for Bunnies TV. He's off to uni next year, so good luck with that, mate. How was my Christmas, mate? It was a great Christmas. Thank you very much. Had an awesome Christmas with the family out there at my brother Paul's, and we all had some beautiful lunch. Jeez. My sister-in-law, Olga, is a great cook, but one of the ladies brought along a glazed ham. How good is glazed ham? With the bit of char on top, and you slice it and you add the bit of sauce. And there's also this lamb that just came off the bone, and it was a feast that's what you want to do on Christmas Day. Eat all the best food. And yes, I had a great day with me dad and me missus and me kids, and all the family got together. So I hope you had a great Christmas as well, and have a happy new year. I've got Adele Bartolo says, welcome back. It's going to be a cracking 2024. Yes, it does. So the show must go on. And like I said, we had a few dramas. There's a few bits of equipment damage, but I've got a few things on order. But the temporary studio is working fine. And like I said, I love the fact that all the different platforms now that people can watch me can be showcased. And here's an example. John West has come on and he says, love your work, Steve, keep it up. Now, John West, I'm not sure if it's the John West that the salmon, where the salmon that they reject, I can't think of the slogan, but one of you in the comments might be able to say so. But John is on LinkedIn, and that's another place that Bunnies TV viewers like to watch the show. So it's just a way to share the show around all the different platforms, and rather than having to get everyone to go to YouTube, you can watch it wherever you're watching this now, which is great. And thank you. Now, Steve Carlo says a good comment. Our supporters are blessed to have Bunnies TV and your passion, Mavo, especially the insights into the junior grades. It's much appreciated. AKA Soulman. Oh, hello, Soulman. What a comment. And thank you very much. Now, yes, the junior grades for Bunnies TV is one of our joys. It's one of our highlights, because quite often I'm showing footage and photos of junior players that you wouldn't be able to see anywhere else. There's nowhere else that you can watch an SG ball trial if you're living in Queensland or in New Zealand or can't get to the game for whatever reason. And as an example, those two games that myself and Milo did the other week, Harold Matts and the SG ball, have gone gangbusters for the channel. And they're only trials of Pathways games. So it's very exciting. They were seen by the masses, those games. And not only the games, but also the pieces that I chopped up as tries. As an example, Jason Halley having his first run, or, Kynan Hart scoring a try, or, so, and the list goes on. Heaps of pieces of content from just that. And so, yes, and that's nothing to do with first grade. It's not the top 30. It's kids from the area, but that stuff is almost as popular, sometimes even more popular than the stuff I do in the top 30. So, yeah, it's a good combination. And Vaughn Gianni said, hello, champion. Hello, mate. Nice photo there, buddy, with the great man, Cam. Let's go through the comments. Is Jack Whiten playing in 2024? And is there any news? So no news. All I know is that he limped off with a calf injury from training. Now, I believe he's still got suspension to serve. Someone said he's not available till round 3. I thought it might have been round 2. He's definitely not playing in round 1 in Vegas because he's suspended. But we will check that and get back to you. I think it's round 3. Could be round 2. Hopefully he's fit for it, because the clock's ticking now. He's only got like 12 weeks to be ready with 2 good legs. At the moment, he's only got 1. So good question, Matty Dixon. Appreciate it. John O'Farr said, love your work, Mavo. Maybe put some of your jerseys on the wall behind you, mate. Yes. Sure. Well, I've got a Bunnies TV hoodie here. These are available on the website. Let me just bring up the website. Good segue there. BunniesTV.au. You can shop on there and buy the shirts I've got on here. Very affordable. $20 for the shirts, $50 for the hoodies. So thanks for that, mate. I will get rid of that. Back to the comments, but that is a good comment. Yeah, so I could do it up a bit, but it is only temporary here. And as you know, in the Bunnies TV studio, we have got the sponsors banner behind and all that, but I'm going to do something new for 2024. So stay tuned for that, but thanks for that. And one of our regulars is Ned Kelly. He said, cheers, Mavo. I love your work. Thank you. I really appreciate the fact that I get feedback live and free on Bunnies TV. And as you know, we do a whole lot of different content here. But today I just thought I'd jump on. I haven't got a script. I'm not writing anything down. It was just come on, have a chat, answer some questions, and we'll get pumped for 2024. I've got to go to work to Savo. I've got tomorrow off. Then I've got to do some day shifts. So I'm working day shift New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So there'll be no partying for me on New Year's. I might do something with the missus. She's down the South Coast at the moment with the friends. She'll be back today. But then after the first week of January, I've got 2 weeks off and I'm going up to Queensland to visit friends. So a 2-week holiday in January, really looking forward to it. And here's David Gardner. Hello, mate. Love your work as always. Thank you. And I'm pretty sure David is our Kiwi man all the way over in NZ across the ditch. And this is why I say, Bunnies TV live and free across Australia and around the globe. So we've got people coming in of all over. I just spoke to Karina Haase before on my members show from Germany, our German ambassador. And Richie Nassif has come on, and he'd know. I should have known. He's playing against the Roosters. So what round's that? That's round 3, I think, Rich, isn't it? So, yeah, okay. And he's also said he starts training mid-January. So he's got his finger on the pulse, our man, Richie Nassif. Yeah. And Scott Oskin said, how many tries did you score while playing for South? Oh, good question, mate. All right. I'm not sure. I'd have to check that. So, all right. Well, all I can do here is I can while I'm talking to you, I can double check that. This is why it's good to have StreamYard, and I can do that, right? So, okay, I played 89 games for the Rabbitohs between 1987 and 92 and scored 24 tries. I played 12 games for the Bulldogs between 1991 and scored 3 tries. So 101 games in total, 27 tries, but 24 for the Mighty Rabbits. And there's me mate Hocko, and mate, you're a legend. Helped me out at the Curry knockout, and I just reshared the video of the ball nearly cleaning him up and knocking him out. And, you know, I've already shared that a couple of times, but it went good again because I slowed it down and added a bit of different music. And it was Ethan Ferguson actually converting a try for Newcastle Yowies, I think it was. And I'm interviewing Hocko on camera. I'll just get rid of that. I'm interviewing Hocko on camera, and the ball's just coming right at him. And I went, look out. And he just missed. And so that was a nice piece of content. But we had a good day up there, me and Hocko. We enjoyed ourselves. We interviewed Trell Mitt and a host of other stars, and we got some great footage. And, you know, I do love the Curry knockout. It's always a great weekend away. If you haven't been, there's always some good footy played. And, yeah, so Darren Finlay, hello, mate. Another mad Rabbitoh, loves the mighty South Sydney Rabbitohs. Good supporter of the show. Always watches the show. He's been on the show for a chat. I see there's a team from Fiji in the flag. It's going to be interesting to see teams like that. Yes, it is. And I think my mate Driscoll, who has been helping them out. And I noticed that our boys are going over to play in Fiji. So that's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. But, yeah, I mean, it's good for expansion of the game. And, yeah, I haven't mentioned that on the show yet. So thank you for that, Darren. And Matthew Dixon said, is Jack Whiten playing centre? Well, who knows? But JD has said that he's not going to be committed to where he's going to play him yet. You suspect it's going to be centre, but he's a versatile guy, Jackie boy. So play him in the halves, play him at fullback, play him wherever. He'll get the job done. Blake Swan, welcome, mate. Hope you had a good Chrissy too. I did have a great Chrissy with the family. And here's Griffo, David Griffiths from LinkedIn. He says, g'day, Steve-o. G'day to you. So g'day to everyone who's watching on all the different platforms on StreamYard, live and free on Bunnies TV, in the temporary studio. So if you're wondering and you've just tuned in, we are in the temporary studio, but it's South Sydney till we die. Probably should have put something up behind it, something like that. But anyway, it doesn't matter because, like I said, we're not staying in here. But I just wanted to jump on and have a chat to people and let you know what's going on. We're replacing some equipment. But at the moment, we're just doing a show off the laptop. Raw. It's a raw show, but can still add some stuff in. And there's a lot of people chatting. So here's another bloke that supports the show. GT Keon World. And he said, did I have a good Christmas? Yes, I did. And I hope Keon did as well. And all the South players and all the Pathways players and families and everyone watching the show. Hope he's had a great Chrissy and have a good new year. Here comes Trell Mitt SZN from YouTube. Says hello and hello to you, mate. Blake Swan. I know you know a lot about the Rabbitohs, Blake. Thank you for some of the info that you've provided, mate. And you've said Terrell Carlo season incoming. So, yeah, Terrell broke his leg in 2 places, devastating injury during the year. But he's a great young kid. He's had some injury problems, and I'd love to see him get some real quality game time in 2024. Good luck to him. Why haven't the Bunnies been training at Heffron? I asked one of the Rabbitohs officials this very question, and he said they always plan to do the off-season at Redfern. What I wish I had said when he said that is why. And I didn't. So I don't know. I suspect that it's either to give the fields at Marcelin a break or to take some footy back to Redfern for the locals there. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll ask him next time I see him, and then I'll get back to you. But I suspect they're back at Maroubra in the new year, after the first week of the new year. I'll be back right into it, full on training. So, and I'll be there trying to film some stuff for you as well. Thanks to the Rabbitohs for allowing me the access. But it is a great place to watch them. So once they're back at Maroubra, you can go and watch them from anywhere around the ground. I've told you this before, from the viewing place at halfway line at the Heffron Centre. So there's also a new cafe there now. I haven't been yet. New ownership. So good luck to, I think they've called it the Bunnies, the Burrow Cafe. So there you go. And Richie said left centre. So, yeah, okay. Well, that's the spot, I think. On the lethal left. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Lethal left. Lockie to Cody. To Jack Whiten. Trell chimes in. Gives it to AJ. Or someone gets cut out. Whatever. Obviously, Stretch is going to be on the right. So the right and the left will both be awesome. The back line's shaping up to be something else. So unbelievable. There's a few comments coming through. Some imbecile said there's a spam, even a spammer in there. I'm not going to put that comment up, but go away, the spammer. Russell Coit, All Aussie Adventures. Merry Christmas, Mavo. Well named. I don't think it's the Russell Coit, but could well be. TV star. Glenn, is it Glenn Robbins? He's champion. Shane Williams. Hello, mate. Said, I'm a legend. Oh, well, thanks, mate. Thank you very much. And Blake Swan says, you're a hardcore fan, always keeping an eye out on damn near everyone from first grade to Harold Matts. Well, that's good. And that's what I'm doing too. So we've got something in common there. And I really enjoy doing that now. And I've started from scratch this year, and I've already got to know quite a few of the players, as you know, because anyone who watched my Players to Watch show, there's a few guys in there and girls to watch. And some of them I filmed, and I'm going to film some more of them too. So look out for that. Up the Bunnies. I can say that. Up the Mighty Rabbits. Because I am a South supporter. I've grown up a South supporter, and I'm proud to say that I played for them and made my debut in 1987 and became Rabbitoh 757. But before that, I'd go to Redfern and watch them and play on the hill, and we'd play our junior games at Redfern and grand finals. We won 7 grand finals in a row for the Botany Rams, and then a couple more at Rovers. Alexandria Rovers, I won a few there. So I won 9 grand finals at Redfern Oval, and I've always been a Rabbitoh supporter. I love the club. And 2014 was a great day because we waited a long time, 43 years for that victory, and that was a special win. Hopefully there's a few more to come. And Ned Kelly said to get some Redfern back in them. Yeah, so toughen them up a bit. That's why. Can I delete? Oh, I can't delete that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so Richie says, back at camp on the 4th, 9th of January at Heffron. Okay, so, oh, yeah, so, and also Keon on the left. Yes, the lethal left. Gee, plenty of tries coming there. Says Payne from YouTube, says, Happy New Year, Mavo. Happy New Year to you, says Payne. And thanks for jumping on and chatting all the time, mate. I love it. Thanks to all the live chatters. Thanks to everyone watching now. Say something on the chat. I'll put it up because this is what I love about StreamYard. I love about Bunnies TV. I can interact with the fans. We can talk about players. We can talk about whatever you like, actually. So whatever's coming up. Yeah. Now, Whiten to 14 would make him the best utility in the game. I think he's too good to play 14, Blake. He's like I said, he's played 200 first grade. He's played for Australia. He's an NRL legend. Although, bringing him off the bench could tear sides to bits. The problem with Whiten in left centre is Itas has to find another position. So whether he goes to the wing or he plays 14, I don't know. So it's a good dilemma to have for JD that we've got too many good players. So let's leave that to JD and the coaches to work out. And Keon said, sorry for too many questions. Well, mate, doesn't matter. I love the fact that you're asking me questions and we're interacting on Bunnies TV because I didn't come in with a script. I just wanted to come on and have a chat. And this is a good question. And I've spoken to Ethan Ferguson. He has left the club. I think he's playing bush footy. He wanted to leave to get his mental health right, I believe. What he did say to me is hopefully he'll be back one day. So, because he thanked me for putting up that little video yesterday of him kicking the goal. And that's another piece of content that I've just recycled and gave it a new bit of life and did enjoy calling that commentary. He knocked it over from the sideline, Ethan, at Redfern, and I'm filming right behind him, zoomed in on him, and he started it way out to the right. It went over the roof. So when it goes above the roof, like my hand is there, you can't see it. So we're all waiting, and it comes down and just falls in and goes in. It was a great goal. So he won't be playing New South Wales Cup, I don't think. Cole Belcher from Facebook. Thanks for the Mighty Rabbits content in the off-season, Mavo. Living in Brisbane, all we hear is Broncos related. There you go. So we got heaps of people up there. Hey, you're not related to the great Gary Belcher, the Raiders legend. But yeah, that's another Queenslander. Played against him. He was a good player too. He was very hard to get to. He was very elusive, but he was a champion. But yeah, so okay, good. I'm glad I'm sending some red and green love up north over the border. Should Rabbitohs make to the finals in 2024? Wow. We've made it every other year except for this year. So I think we'll bounce back. My prediction is we will make the 8 and even the top 4. There's no reason why we can't make the top 4. We've got the side and they just got to start the season well, play some good footies. We've got a tough draw, but you got to play them all anyway. We haven't got that horrible road trip this year that cost us. So I think 2024, high hopes for this team. So Trell Mitt says, has Jackie Boy been injured? Yes, he has. He did his calf at training. I mentioned it the other day on the show. My niece, Emma, was down from Queensland. She went to watch training and she got to see Jack shouldered off. Tear in the calf. I don't think it's too bad. I think Richie Nassif reported that. He must have spoke to someone. So hopefully it's not too bad. And we'll see Jack back on the paddock sooner rather than later. Get well soon, Jack Whiten. Blake Swan says, I always try and make it to training and games at the Fern, but it's a struggle from Campbelltown. Yeah, I'm going to understand. Yeah, fair way out. Russell Coit, do I have any concerns about Cameron Murray? He's had a lot for such a young player. Well, I think with the HIA protocols now, it's managed much better. So if Cam cops a knock, fails the HIA, he won't return to the field. So it's managed a lot better. So yes, he plays hard. He plays in the middle. And it is always a worry that repeated head knocks later on in life is going to come back to haunt you. But like I said, the way they've brought in the modern medicine look at the HIA is way better than it was before, where back in the day you'd come back on with a HIA. The problem with it is this, what I've learnt through looking at Neuroflex and the testing is that the problem was players were returning to the field before their brain had regained its normal function. And if you return before it's regained the normal function, it makes it worse. If you do it again, it makes it worse again. So you've got to be completely clear. Your brain's got to recover, and then you return, and then you shouldn't have any long-term effects. How do you think the season will start in Las Vegas? Well, hopefully it starts with a win against the Sea Eagles. Someone said Tommy Turbo is going to carve us up. Well, the Tommy Turbo-led Sea Eagles is a dangerous proposition. They're a good side. They played some great footy last year. We have got Sean Kepi from them, the big 118-kilo prop who's played 70-odd first grade. So I suspect he'll be in the squad, maybe either starting or coming off the bench. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge. And let's hope the boys go over there, get the job done, and get back home and start with 2 points in round 1 of 2024. And this is why I also like the interaction. Ned Kelly said Ethan's playing for Wingham Tigers for some reason. So there you go. And Trell Mitt has said he's been a Rabbitohs member since I was born. Oh, there you go. So that's commitment. I'm not sure you had any say in that, but that's good that you've kept it up. Isn't it? He plays in round 3 due to suspension. Yeah, so he is injured, but it's not too bad. And the reason is, you're right about the suspension, but he is actually injured. First man off the bench for Jacko was a nightmare for opposing teams. Yeah, so it's I don't see Jack as a 14 because he's too good. He'll be in the side. Excuse me. Okay, so here's a question. How did the flood go? From Steve A. Murray on YouTube. How's the shed? So I'll show you. So those that have just joined me. So this is the studio. So there's a humidifier in there, drying it all out. And we're in a temporary studio now. So yeah, so that's it there. It's dry. It's all dried out. The carpet's come up, but we'll need new carpet in there. So I'm just in here at the moment, little temporary studio for Bunnies TV. Here's another good one. David Griffith said he thought it was shrewd to bring Braden Burns back for New South Wales Cup. Does that mean he can be pushed up if needed to cover any injuries? Well, that's a good question because, at the moment, yes, because there's only 29, I think, in the top 30. So there is a spot, but I think usually they like to keep that for, if a player comes along in the new year or whatever. So interesting. But at the moment, he's not in the top 30, so he wouldn't be allowed to play, I don't think. He's New South Wales Cup. But if he comes out and plays some great footy, I'm sure they'll be thinking about bringing him in. The other one that I did find out is that all of the top 30 development players like Tommy Fletcher and Liam LeBlanc and Jacob Gagai, who you saw score at the start of the show, can all play first grade from round 1 if needed. So the top 30 really is the top 36 now, isn't it? Because you've got those extra guys. And here we go. So Richie spoke to Jack the next day and he said, much better. So it's not too bad. Matty Dixon, can the Rabbitohs make the grand final in 2024? It's going to be tough, but yes. I don't know how many times a side has come from missing the finals to making the grand final or actually winning it. Wouldn't be very often, but we're not a side that should have missed the finals. We led the comp after round 11. So we led the comp this year. Can we make the grand final? Yes. The Panthers the dynasty's got to win sometime. Probably not. They're going to be hard to beat again. The Broncos are a good side. There's some really great sides, as you know, in the NRL. It's not easy. So the reason we lost a lot of games is there was a combination of things, but yeah, it's hard to put a finger on what actually happened. We all sort of know a few of the things, but I think we can get there. Yes. Our weakest position, someone said, well, it's a bit hard to say in that. I don't know. So, yeah, and Trolmet said, where do you think Tass will play if Jack goes to the centre? So, yeah. And do you think they'll pick Tass? Yeah, I'll put that one up. That's a good one. So the Tass dilemma, I've just touched on it before. He's not playing left wing. AJ's there. Now, right wingers, you've got Tai Munro, Big Isaac, the big rig. You've got Tane can play there on the right. So you've got 3 wingers in contention. Then you got Tass. So he's either going to have to play right wing if Jack plays left centre or come off the bench. A lot of teams do carry a back as a utility now, so that might be an option, but I don't want to second guess what JD's thinking. And Coach Joe O'Callaghan, Coach all the other coaches, Sup. So I'm sure they've obviously had to think about it. There's some trials coming up. There's a pre-season to come, and I'm sure they'll work on the combinations. GT World said, well, Tass will probably go to New South Wales Cup. Well, don't assume, because it's early days. And Isaiah Tass has played some great footy in first grade, so I don't know where he's going to be. And Ned Kelly just says what I just said. I don't think he deserves to. Tass doesn't deserve to be dropped. No, he doesn't. Tass is a centre, and we've just bought a World Cup winning centre. So we've got great centres. We've got Latrell Mitchell as a World Cup winning centre as well, but he's not playing there. But I don't think he'll be moving from fullback anytime soon. So those centre spots are up for grabs. There you go. So good comment there, Ned Kelly on YouTube. And just before I read out a couple more comments, I've just loaded up a few more things here, which I'm going to put in. So we are brought to you by. Hang on, I better get rid of that. I've got to get rid of that comment there because it's right in the way. Ned, rookie error. So I'm still getting used to this stream yarding, but you're watching this with thanks to George's cameras. And also Dot Bell Constructions, your vision, our expertise. So there you go. You tell them what you want. You think about what you want. You picture it. You draw it up, and they'll make it happen for you out there. And we're also brought to you by Sight Pizza Maruba. And look at that pizza with the prawns on it, the Gambari. Quality food there at Sight Pizza. Thank you to all the sponsors. Proud supporters of Bunnies TV. Now, Styler has joined us, and he says, I think Jair will play front row this year. I think he's wasted on the edge, great in the middle. Well, there you go. He's not a big middle, though, is he, Jai? So I think it's a bit tough on him sometimes when he's asked to play front row, but he gets the job done. The addition of Kepi might mean he can play a bit more back row and lock, but good one. And Nicky Bird has said, afternoon, Mavo. Hot days work here on the Ponderosa. Hey, all the way from the bush. Hello, Nick. That's dad of top 30 development. Gun young forward, Thomas Fletcher. A lot of you would know that because I'm always talking about him because he's a good kid. And he's another one I've interviewed at Pathways Training a few years back and got to know him. And so I've just sort of followed him. And, he's a unit, and I know Dad's very proud. Mum and Dad are both very proud. Here we go. Benny Hill, one of our dream team coaches at the Rabbitohs. And congrats to Benny for being elevated into the Rabbitohs team as a recruitment manager. And he said via Facebook that the Broncos in 2022 missed the 8 and made the GF in 23. So there you go. Thank you for that, Benny. He's a footballing genius. And so Broncos have just done it. So there's no reason why we can't do it. Scott M from YouTube. What's my opinion of Jai Gray? Well, I've said it quite a few times, and I'll say it again. Jai Gray is an exciting talent, to say the least. I did compare him to Alfie Langer, which is high praise, because Alfie Langer is one of the greatest of all time. But I see a lot of similarities in these two. Alfie was an undersized bloke. People probably told him he wasn't big enough to play NRL, and have a look what he did. Carved them up. So Jai's a bit the same. He's got all the skills. He's a great runner of the ball. He's quick. He's a good defender. He ticks every box, and he's got excellent hands. He's a star 5'8", and he's in the top 30. And I said before, he's not in the top 30 to make up the numbers, is Jai Gray. So first grade this year, I don't know. He's only a young fella still. But if that opportunity comes, I've got no doubt that Jai Gray will take it and be a great first grade player and have a long career in first grade. So, and David Morton told me on the last live show that he works with Jai's mum. So shout out to Jai's mum if you're watching. If not, Dave Morton, if you watch this replay, say hello. And so Graham and Whiten won't be starting the year. Okay, so yeah, so that Graham injury maybe. So that's Stretch Campbell Graham. I'm not sure. He's not injured or he's carrying an injury. So you might have to explain that. But definitely Jack Whiten won't be starting because of suspension. And so Ned Kelly said, looks very promising. Scott should put pressure on Lockie this year. So there you go. That's the question that, people are sort of posing, but it's Lockie's position to lose. And Jai is a 5'8", but I'm pretty sure, most 5'8s can play halfback. So he's not going to be taking Cody's spot anytime soon. I don't know, but, he might be able to play half Cody 5'8", but he's got to earn that spot yet, which he hasn't done. Keon's got to go. Thanks to everyone who's stayed for the show. I have to leave the stream now. Have a happy new year. Well, thank you for jumping in, mate. I'll end it pretty soon too. Thanks for everyone who's jumped on. Got to head off to work and keep the country running, taking boxes off the ship and putting them back on again. Some of the young blokes will get a go in first during Origin time. Well, there you go. So, exactly. So, if Cody retains his Origin spot, which I think he should, because he killed him when he come in, so that could be the chance for Jai then. And then if he gets a chance to show what he can do during Origin. So, yeah, there's a few of those young fellas. Liam LeBlanc's another one who, shout out to the family there. Speak to Dad Ben a bit. And he's another kid that's got plenty of potential. He's been compared to Jai Arrow at the same age. He's an exciting talent. Nicky Bird said the Prince of Winmara is born. Congrats to Trell Mitt. Yeah, so there you go. The Winmara whiz. His clothing line seems to be going good. Trell seems to be happy. And I think he's going to have a big 2024 with Jack. And he'll bounce back, Trell. Don't worry. He's too good a player to keep down. And look out the opposition in 2024. Trell Mitt's coming. And Matthew Dixon said, is Trell Mitt our halfback? Yes, halfback. Is he our fullback? Yes, he is. Trell Mitt is our fullback. And hopefully he leads us to premiership glory in 2024. All right, I'll let you go. Thanks again for joining me on Bunnies TV, and I'll see you again soon.